Hi all, welcome to my fourth online tutorial on the series of Head-First Object-Oriented Analysis and Design. Yeah, this is my fourth online tutorial and the continuation of the fourth one. If you rewatch the previous three tutorials, right, I'll put the link in description and also I'll attach the playlist also. I think this is the lesson which is going to end the first chapter of how to design a great software, and we are almost at the edge. We almost designed the what the customer really want. Basically, the require we are satisfied the customer requirements, and the second thing we apply the OO principles to make much more flexible. And this tutorial, right? In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about the third important concept. Yeah, let's start where we end here. Here we make sure your software does what the customer wanted to do. So this one we already achieved. So we enhance this one and apply some basic OO principles to add the flexibility for this code. So the final thing is, like, once you apply some basic OO principles, you are ready to apply some patterns and really focus on reuse. So this one we need to more concern about, strive for a maintainable reusable design. Let's make sure inventory.java really is well designed. Know that you make Rick as a working search tool, you know he's gonna call you back when he wants change made to the tool. Yeah, he will call us. If suppose if he want to add something, right? Uh, like in future, right? You want to add an extra field. So then we need to change. Like then we need to really investigate what are the things we really going to change. Yeah. We already use encapsulation to improve the design in the rig search tool, which we already seen in the previous tutorial in basically in the third tutorial. But there are still some pieces in our code where we could get rid of potential problems. This will make our code easier to extend when Riggs comes up with the next new features he wanted in his inventory search tool. So let's see where we can reuse the code and to reduce our burden, like from any next new features. I always loved playing a 12 string guitar. How hard would it be update my app so I can sell 12 string guitars and let my clients search from them too? How easy it make change the rig application. So let's adding the 12 string, right? So this is the actual presently guitar class object class diagram. So where we can add the 12 string. Basically it's not a 12 string. Let's make this as like hyperparameter, like n strings, number of strings. Like during such criteria, if the customer gave 12, right? If the record is in db, they can give the we can retrieve and show the particular record, particular guitar. So let's make this as like num strings, number of strings. So these are the complete these are the complete list of the class diagrams. So we need to investigate where we can add. So first thing is try yourself. Yeah, then we can check. So the first thing is, like, we need to add the numstring property to the guitar specifications. So this is not the numstring which helps to uh, which we can add into the database, and also which is the specification also to search the customer. So that's why we need to add that into the customer specification, like guitar specifications. After adding, like, we need to use getter as a status for the num string. So here we need to change the constructor of the class, since it takes in all the properties of guitar specifications and creates the guitar specification object itself. Here this one we already added, right? Um, so here, right, instead of declaring like this, we already gave like guitar specification directly itself. So this one we already achieved, no need to worry about. So what was the problem, right? We shouldn't have to change code in guitar and inventory to add a new property to the guitar specification class. Yeah, can't we just use more encapsulation to fix this? So So what she was saying is like, we shouldn't have to change code in guitar and inventory. Basically they are saying, um, no, in my search, right, while searching, right, I don't want to change every time, like every adding extra guitar spec, and I can't change everything. That should be constant. So somewhere I can change, that actually that is actually the responsible to that particular so guitar specification is responsible for the searching, right? So I can add in the guitar specification, right? So like, so that's right. We need to encapsulate the guitar specifications and isolate them from the rest of the rigs guitar search tool. So the, when you see this one, right, the code is not easy to use. The classes are all interdependent, and you can't use one class without using all other two. Yeah, this is the big issue, because guitar specifications, guitar, everything was interrelated. So how you can, like, my task is like adding the num string, like, yeah, now let's achieve these things, then come back, let's see what they're actually implemented. Have you ever encountered the term called delegate? I think let's you guys need to understand what should be the delegate, what is the delegate means. So delegation is like, it's a kind of designing concept. It's like when an object needs to perform a certain task, right? And instead of doing that task directly, it asks another object to handle the task. Suppose let's take example in our guitar specification itself. So in the guitar service IMPL, right? We are we are using such guitar by for comparing two guitars, two different guitars, but both are related to same thing. So why can't we ask guitar specification itself, like one of the object of guitar specification to handle the other object of to handle the other object of such guitar, other object. So that is nothing but delegation. Delegation is make your code more reusable. It also let each object worry about its own functionality. This is the main concept for delegation. Like each object worry about its own functionality. That search guitar functionality, basically, the search guitar is nothing but an object, right? um, um, here we are searching only the search guitar only. So guitar specifications nothing but search guitar. So so guitar specification is responsible to check whether the two objects of the same similar thing is matching or not. That is nothing but delegate. So we move this, so if the guitar specification is responsible means guitar, we move our object comparison logic to the guitar specification class. That's what the author want to convey us, I think. So and this also be loose coupled. There is no much dependency on the in now the, then now there is no much dependency on the service level. So loosely coupled applications are usually more flexible and easy to change, since each object is pretty independent of the other objects. You can make change to one object behavior without having to change to the rest of all objects. So finally, the scholars basically the main definition of delegation is like the act of one object forwarding an operation to another object to be performed on behalf of the first object. Okay, let's update. Yeah, let's update the num string so that we can discuss. Class specifications, right? Num strings. So if we're adding here in the sense means, we need to alter the table also. Alter table guitar, add column, add column, add column num string. Okay, that is like integer, right? Let's make as alter table guitar. This MariaDB adding thing is like bit different. Like, give me a second, I'll get back you. So this is the alter function, alter table guitar, add column num strings as integer, and I make like let's make default as 2, right? I think default 2 is fine. So initially if we refresh, right, we didn't have the num string. I hope after running the program it will automatically come here. So now let's run the program. Yeah, it started the program. Now let's check whether the column is added or not. Refresh. Oh, great, column is added. Now let's check whether the data default is 2 is coming or not. So yeah, we got the num strings default as 2, so the queries work perfectly. Now we need to add the specification. Now we add spec, like num strings is like, now let's say num string is like 12. What was the name, num string or num strings? Let's check in the specification, num strings, yeah, and let's change this one. Could SQL grammar exception. Yeah, let's check where exactly I think we mentioned integer. Yeah, I got, yeah, we mentioned this is like integer, right? String, right? That's why we got the issue. Yeah, we can rerun and we can check. Oh god. In-memory database shutdown executor unsatisfied. Okay, yeah, sorry. I think this one, alter table guitar. Think for now, right? Let's remove this one. We already added, right? So that's why we are getting the exception. So what we can do is like we can add um, only if the column is not existed only. They are what we followed same thing for create table, right? Same thing we need to follow for here also, column if not exists. I hope this is right. If not exist. So column name and integer and default is true. Now it's fine. So a program got started, and let's see whether it's save or not. Yeah, successfully save in DB. Let's check in database, fetching all rows. Yeah, inserted the last record with 12. So the insertion, and also I think search also won't affect us. Yeah, because to searching, right, we didn't even add the functionality. Now we need to add the number of num strings also. Okay. Before searching, right, let's update the code. The controller, yeah. So I need to change the Gitter service IMPL every time to new one, because Gitter service IMPL is not responsible to check the two objects whether equal or not. That is responsible of Gitter specification. So I need to change the code in the Gitter specification, not in the Gitter service Gitter search Gitter. So let's add the code in the Gitter specification. So here, right here, it will take, basically it will take the guitar spec. It check for matches, matches of another guitar spec. So here, whatever the code we wrote here, right, just copy the copy and copy, just here. So let's copy entire code here. Wait, will guitar spec, guitar spec. I think we got something wrong. We need to change. Yeah, first guitar size IMPL. So if guitar spec dot matches with search guitar, then only I need to add this one. So now we need to implement matches function with hmm, so my build guitar spec is nothing but search guitar. This is not required for us. You can remove this one. Yeah, yeah, basically I'm expecting boolean, right? So guitar specification is delegating the other object with the match function, nothing but equal function also. So whether it's checking the two objects are equal or not. So inside the match function, right, let's implement the code, actual code. Guitar spec, let's change this guitar spec. Yeah, so if it is not equal, right, return false directly. Yeah, no need to wait till long. Return false, return false. Let's implement for num string also. Mm, num string, num string not equals to null, and num string. So this is the integer, right? I think num string not equals to null, and is enough. This is not even required. Top would equals to num string. Num string. Yeah. Num string equals to if num string not equals to, yeah, if num string. So at the end, right, at the end it's like return true. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, this will work. I think we are getting some warning here. Let's see what was the warning. So we can do like this also, like num string minus not equals to 0. We can do like this also. This is also valid one. Yeah, now let's run the program. Let's see the search functional is working fine or not. So it started. Let's check. Okay, with electric and 12 is not present. Actually, with electric and 12, right, it is present. Let's debug why it's not working. Sorry, this should be. Okay, let's debug. The first thing is like a guitar service IMPL, right? So in the guitar service IMPL, I'm getting the guitar specs. So this guitar spec is nothing but actual search one. So every time I'm searching with the actual search guitar. So in the match, right, in the match, um, it will take the list. It will take everything. So now let's stop and debug. Okay, let's hit. So builder not equals. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, got it. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's for, yeah, no, 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 not issue. Okay, fine. Model itself is difference. Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah. And, so even for third one, model is difference. Yeah, it's some kind of first class. Okay, leave it. What was actual builder? Is Fender. Guitar specifications of head builder. Guitar specification dot get back. Just give me a minute, I'll get back. Hey, hey, it's just a mismatch of such guitar with the guitar specification. So actually, previously it should be it is like guitar specification dot matches such guitar, right? So that thing we need to change with guitar such guitar dot matches with guitar specification. So if you see the guitar spec, so everything was changed. Same, I didn't change anything. So if you try to search, right, so the one record is presented, that record we got. So previously we see two is presented, right? So if we try with two, so we got many records. What are the records which we presented over there? Yeah. So if it is three, right? Three actually not in presented in DV, right? So it is not. So we got the empty response. So yeah, finally everything is working perfectly. So this is nothing but delegate operation. So the method inventory.java to delegate comparing the two guitar specification objects to the guitar spec class instead of handling the comparison directly. So the guitar specification will take care from here instead of take caring of inventory. So one last test drive we already did. So everything is working expected. Yeah, congratulations. You turned Rick's broken inventory search tool into a well-designed piece of a great software. So let's revamp like what we learned. Like, so make sure your software does what the customer wanted to do. So at every point of run rate, every point of testing, you need to test everything whatever you built. So because it should not break the existing thing what the customer expected when you are changing any design issues, any design things or any and applying oops principles or code refactoring things. So the refactoring, the term you will heard more in industries because every time someone will refactor the code like to improve the performance of those things. So in order so while doing these two things, you need to make sure that the first one is working fine. If the first one is broken, right, then its app is like useless. Like ultimately you will start losing customers. So we started out the fixing some of the functionalities problems with the search tool. We went to add some more functionality so that search returns the list of guitars. And while we are adding features, we make sure our design choices were really solid. So solid means open close principle, single responsibility principle, and enum types, delegates, embeddable. Many things we added. We also encapsulate out the guitar properties and make sure our code add new properties to the app easily. So we can add delegation so that objects are less dependent upon each other and it can be reused easily. Yeah, because of adding this delegation, right? So future I want to add something, so I can add here and also here. That's it. Everything was done perfectly. So the customers are satisfied when the app works. Customers are satisfied when the apps keep working. Customers are satisfied the apps are upgraded. Customers are satisfied when the apps are reused. So programmers are satisfied when the apps are reused. Programs are satisfied when the apps are flexible. So these are the main things which we concerned about is writing about a great software, not doing a bunch of paperwork. So finally, the this is so fantastic. I'm selling guitars like crazy with a new such tool. By the way, I had a few ideas for some new features. So let's all these things. Let's enjoy for now. That with these four videos, you are discovered something very new. You identified a lot more features to implement. And also we designed a REST API. We designed a Spring Boot REST API with Java. Like we added a lot more functionalities. So Till then, if you guys have time, right, you can go through this book till 100 pages. It is very great. So in the next tutorial, I will discuss about the next topics, interesting topics, and also the extension of this guitar to make a real world e-commerce application and inventory mechanism. So yeah, so I'm taking the leave for now. So if you like the video, please subscribe and thumbs up and refer to your friends. Don't forget. Yeah, thank you.